Pretendieron los norteamericanos, además, que las Naciones Unidas inspeccionaran nuestro territorio, a lo que nos negamos enfáticamente, ya que Cuba no reconoce el derecho de los Estados Unidos ni de nadie en el mundo a determinar qué tipo de armas pueda tener dentro de sus fronteras. Nosotros no aceptaremos la exclusión de nuestro pueblo de ese derecho. Nos hemos declarado dentro del grupo de países no alineados, a pesar de ser marxistas-leninistas, porque los no alineados como nosotros luchan contra el imperialismo. Queremos paz. Esa proclama es patria o muerte.
No había necesidad de dar refugio. En ese momento generaba una hostilidad tremenda hacia mi persona porque se le imputaba la responsabilidad completa en la crisis tremenda, terrible que estaba viviendo el país. Lo que hice fue ausentarme de México y uno de los lugares en los que estuve precisamente fue en Cuba. Clinton tenía una enorme preocupación que la migración masiva de cubanos le fuera a generar un nuevo problema. Me pidió entonces que hablara con el comandante Fidel Castro y tratara de establecer un puente de comunicación. De ese diálogo que se estableció en finales de 1994 fue que se pudo retomar el convenio de visado entre los dos países.
Cuba, si yo pudiera definirla en una palabra, diría contrastada. Yo creo que el activismo cubano va comprendiendo que ya no se trata tanto de ideologías, que se trata de derechos. Ese es el gran temor que tienen ahora la mayoría de los cubanos, que haya un paso atrás y que, por ejemplo, se disminuya algo tan sensible para la sobrevivencia como la remesa. Hay miedo porque saben que el gobierno cubano no les va a dar una mejor vida a corto plazo y que dependen de afuera. Y si afuera se cierran las puertas, pues no hay esperanza, ¿no? Ahora, ¿traería ese sufrimiento un proceso de rebeldía? Yo no lo creo. Porque la gente tiene tanto miedo, la gente está... la mayoría de las generaciones cubanas criadas bajo este sistema no se imagina ni siquiera que se puede protestar.
Comandante Castro, dentro de unos días será llevada nuevamente a Ginebra a votación la acusación sobre violaciones a los derechos humanos en Cuba hecha por varios centenares de cubanos. El año pasado Cuba tuvo la votación a su favor por un margen bastante breve. Este año va a votación nuevamente. Quisiera saber qué puede decirme usted de esto, qué piensa, qué solución va a tener. Y en cuanto a los derechos humanos, quisiera que me diga también por qué todavía hay presos políticos en Cuba. ¿Qué puede decirme de los presos plantados que están todavía ahí? ¿Y por qué cuando han viajado periodistas a Cuba, usted no ha permitido que visiten la cárcel del Manto Negro? Y también quisiera que me responda hasta cuándo Cuba va a seguir dando asesoría militar a Nicaragua.
¿Ya terminaste?
Sí.
¿Alguna pregunta? El primero fue larga. La puedo ir repitiendo. Tú la tienes apuntada, ¿no?
No, lo que tengo son otros apuntes.
¿Qué es lo que tienes?
La primera es sobre Ginebra.
Sobre Ginebra, correcto. Yo debo informarte. Bueno, en primero yo no sé si tú ignoras o tú conoces que todo este movimiento fue organizado por Estados Unidos. ¿Tú lo sabes o no lo sabes? No fueron las acusaciones de Estados Unidos, fue algo en la cual fue una cosa que se convirtió en obsesión del presidente Reagan.
Pero la
en realidad.
Perdón, la presentación de las acusaciones han sido hechas en base a cientos de acusaciones hechas por los mismos exiliados cubanos, en base a las experiencias que ellos han tenido en las cárceles.
Si quiere puede decir miles, pero yo te puedo hacer una pregunta. ¿Se ha comprobado una sola de ellas? Una sola de esas acusaciones se ha comprobado. Pregúntale a un ciudadano cubano, entre millones de habitantes, y pregúntele si allí se tortura. Y si conocen un solo caso de tortura, uno solo, no digo 100, ni 50, ni 20, ni 10, ni 5, uno solo. Lo que se busque allí. Y el pueblo de Cuba sabe eso, y los amigos de Cuba saben eso. Y tenemos muchos amigos muy honorables en el mundo. Y no serían amigos nuestros si eso fuera verdad, si esas calumnias fueran verdad. ¿Quiénes son los que nos calumnian? ¿Quiénes los que combaten el apartheid? Los que combaten el hambre, la pobreza en el mundo, la injusticia en el mundo, los que combaten el colonialismo. No son los enemigos de los pueblos los que nos combaten y no nos perdonan nuestra actitud digna de lucha, de rebeldía frente al imperio. Son ellos. Creo que es un insulto a los muchos excelentes amigos que tenemos en el mundo. La mera idea de que nosotros fuéramos unos torturadores. Se puede insultar así a nuestro pueblo, que es un pueblo con una cultura y una conciencia revolucionaria, educado por la revolución. Porque fue la revolución misma la que inculcó el principio de que hay que respetar la integridad física de las personas. Entonces esa es la conducta de nuestro pueblo, es un insulto a nuestro pueblo. Y además es un insulto a la opinión pública mundial. Porque mentirle a la opinión pública mundial es una ofensa. Si yo te digo mentira a ti, te estoy insultando. Si yo le digo mentira a ustedes, aquí los estoy insultando y le estoy faltando el respeto.
Welcome to our farm. This is an organic tobacco farm. Here I'm going to explain to you all relative about the tobacco process. Okay? You will see the rolling process by my hands in a traditional way, and of course at the end you have a cigarette included to try.
El presidente ruso Vladimir Putin lamentó la muerte de Fidel Castro y lo calificó de amigo sincero de Rusia. Fue un símbolo, un ejemplo inspirador para todos, dijo en Twitter. El presidente de China declaró que fue un camarada querido que realizó contribuciones inmortales al desarrollo del socialismo. Pekín lo elogió, diciendo que había resistido al superpoder estadounidense por medio siglo.
Y el dolor de los revolucionarios, de los patriotas, de los chavistas venezolanos.
El mandatario de Bolivia declaró que Fidel nos ha dado lecciones de lucha por la liberación de los pueblos del mundo.
Como hermano, un gran ser humano. Fidel como político, un gran revolucionario.
Y otro de sus aliados, el presidente de Ecuador, declaró que se fue un grande.
Estamos tristes, pero en paz, porque el comandante cumplió su misión.
Su gran antagonista fue Estados Unidos, donde muchos presidentes nunca dirían nada positivo de él, calificándolo de dictador y de realizar abusos contra los derechos humanos.
El presidente Bush, el mayor, y su hijo George W. Bush también avanzó mucho en la política de aislamiento de Cuba.
El presidente colombiano Santos lamentó la muerte, pero afirmó que al final de sus días, Fidel reconoció que la lucha armada no era el camino. Peña Nieto, presidente de México, afirmó que fue un amigo de México, promotor de una relación bilateral basada en el respeto, el diálogo y la solidaridad. Mientras, el exguerrillero y hoy presidente de El Salvador, Salvador Sánchez, declaró que Fidel vivirá siempre en los corazones de los pueblos solidarios que luchamos por la justicia.
Un gran hombre, un gran pensador, un hombre que nunca desmayó.
El presidente de Francia dijo que Fidel representó orgullo y rechazo al dominio externo.
It's with organic compost and we spread them over there. After 45 days, grows small plants between 10-15 centimeters. We call them seedlings. We select them after and we make a transplantation of them. In that case, it's faster than the rest of the leaves. They are the ones we use to make smooth cigars in this country, like Romeo and Juliet, for example, or cigarettes as well. Now, the leaves from the top, corona, like a crown, no? On top, that's the name. Dark color, thick, and strong leaf is the strongest of entire plant because of the sunlight. Combustion is slower than the rest of the leaves. They are used to make strong cigars, like Coiba, for example, one of them. Leaves from the middle, centro fino, thin, Centro gordo, thick, like fat, eh? Both leaves are elastic, flexible. We pick out the flowers, we send them to the government, and over there they get the seeds from the flowers. We get the seeds from the flowers, eh? We send the flowers to the government. They made a process over there and they send me back my seeds. That's the way. After, when we pick out the flowers, we harvest the tobacco leaves and we put it in there to dry, as I told you before. Eh? Now, my friends, I told you a few minutes ago, everything here is organic. That means we don't use pesticide, any chemicals, no? Not at all. How we convey the place, how we kill the insects that eats the tobacco leaves, how we do it.
The nicotine in the middle of the plant.
You are near, it's with the nicotine, but this is the stem of a plant. Central vein of a tobacco leaf. Right here, all over the leaves, there is 100% of nicotine. But after fermentation process, in that case, family secret, more than 90% of nicotine. It will be concentrated here, in the stem of the leaf. When we are gonna roll, we take off the whole vein. And we use it to make a natural insecticide to kill the worms. To do it, we put the central vein in water for 15 or 20 days, and after we spray it on the plantations and we kill the bugs. Now you know how dangerous is that nicotine. Some people used to get addiction. Here is what we used to make a natural insecticide, well known in Cuba as tabaquina. Understood, my friends? Yeah. So now you know why I said everything is organic here. As fertilize, first one. We plant the tobacco once in a year. When we don't have tobacco in the field, we plant corns, beans, sharp times to fertilize the field, and also we use organic compost. Organic compost, you know, and when we roll the cigars, the ends, we spread them in the field as well, as fertilize, natural fertilize. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. So, my friends, right now we'd like to invite you to go with me to the other place. Sure. Now you know why we use the honey here to smoke and why I'm recommending to you. Right now I'm going to select the mix of a tobacco leaf to roll the cigar. I've already explained the qualities of them, no? Now, more texture than color, my friends. Don't forget that track. Sometimes by the color we said, this is from the top, it's a dark one. No. When you touch it, you feel it very thin. This one is from the top. Touch it. You feel it thicker, strongest, a little bit more dry. You feel it, color and texture. And this one, well, you're very... So, a few minutes ago, elastic, flexible, the leaf from the middle, the one we use to roll the cigar. Remember, inside this leaf, you find the rest of vein. This is to roll. In that case, this is a Monte Cristo, so the whole plant. 2 leaves from the bottom, smooth. We put it in that way to roll. This is the binder, and this is the filler, what we put inside for the combustion. With this knife, well known in Cuba as chaveta, we cut the ends. After the first cut, using our hand, we measure the cigar. In the factories they have an instrument to do it, vitola. Here, we take a ruler, and in my hand until here I got the Monte Cristo number 4 size. Did you remember it? 12 centimeters. There is no waste. We take the ends and we cross them. We mix them. Good balance, my friends. And now let's roll the cigar look like sushi. Remember? This is the famous Cuban sushi, eh? Sushi that we don't eat, we just smoke it. Look. When the cigar look like this, we do a little bit of massage during few seconds, always in the same. I don't want to unroll the cigar, my friends, eh? And after, as a glue, what we use here is honey. Remember, we use honey in the family secret. We use honey to smoke and we use honey as a glue. It's a perfect combination from the beginning to the end, my friends. Little bit of massage, and when the cigar can roll by itself, we need to press it. In the factories they have a press. To do it here, hands. We take a paper, We roll the cigar with the paper. Well, we seal it at the end. And now we do another massage, but this time not a little bit, a harder massage during 5 minutes per each cigar we make here, my friends. Okay? We don't roll the cigars during the day. We roll them at night, and there is a reason.
Why?
Why? Good question. Once we press the cigar, we must dry it. And to dry it, we use the same paper. During the day, it's to dry. Paper can absorb all the humidity from the cigar. That's wrong. Cigar never can be dry. If that happens, lose the qualities. For the reason we need to keep them, to preserve them in humidors, in boxes, no? Now, at night, it's too moist, it's too humid. Paper cannot absorb all the humidity from the cigar. For the reason, when we roll the cigars at night, once we press them, we dry them with the same paper during whole night. In that way, next day, early in the morning, the cigars are gonna be ready to smoke, my friends. If we make a cigar in a traditional way, it's necessary to wait for one night to dry it, because it's too moist, it's impossible to light it up. There is no chemicals in this leaf, okay? That's the way. Now, let's imagine it like a cookie show master chef. Next day, when it's ready to smoke, we are going to finish it. And to finish the cigar, we need to dress it. Remember, the last part of a cigar, the wrapper, the outside wrapper, half of tobacco leaf from the middle. Centro fino, the light, the thinner one, eh? We take off the nicotine, we use only half. We made 2 straight cuts, another in a diagonal way, but we need to press it. We don't have a press here to do it, we need to use the paper a few times. So I take 10 minutes to prepare this beautiful leaf, okay? For the reason I already prepared it, my friends, okay? So, I put it in a diagonal way. We take off the paper after. You can see right now, just a few minutes, not the whole night, and look how the honey seal it. Right here. You can see right there. Now we measure one more time. Standard size. Now let's dress it. To dress, we roll the cigar with the leaf from the middle, and when we roll, we stretch all the time. Look. At the end, we hold it and we roll it. We do a little bit of massage, and finally the cigar is gonna look like this one, my friends. You see? We only use leaves. There is no crumbles, there is nothing. Only the ends. Now, to finish it, we cut the end, we make a little cycle, and we glue it with the honey. In that way, we make the head of a cigar to seal the beautiful dress, my friends. It's the size we have to cut to smoke, but little cut. Not too deep, because we can't unroll the beautiful dress. Do you understand? Now, this cigar is not ready, and you know why. Why the cigar is not ready? Not because of the head, okay? Why it's not ready? Can you help me?
Dry.
Exactly. Look at me. Well, look the cigar. Normally if I do it, it's going to break. It's too moist. We must dry with the paper for one night. To dress the cigar is the last part. I did it right now to show you the old process. Okay? Now, if you want to buy cigars in this country, you have 2 official places to do it. First place, a government place like factories and shops. Second place, a farm like this one that you can find in land of cigars like this Viñales National Park. Places where you can see how is the process, and at the end you can try the cigars, my friends. In some others you are not allowed to do it, and sometimes it's when you buy the fake cigars. For the reason right now, I'm gonna teach you how to recognize when a cigar is a good one or a fake one. Are you interested?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's do it. Let me save it because I need to use it later, no? My beautiful dress. A lot of work to make it. So my friends, the easier way is using our hand. We are gonna squeeze the cigar, okay? We squeeze it, look. After, if the cigar goes back, comes up, no? It's a good one. If we squeeze the cigar and it stays down, inside there is no tobacco leaf. There is something else like famous banana leaf dry, for example. That's the first one. Second one, if we squeeze the cigar and it breaks, maybe if you do it too hard, can be break. But at the beginning, just like, it's already dry. That means it's already dry, it's not good anymore. Lose the qualities. Cigar never can be dry, remember. Those kind of cigars are the ones you can find on the streets all the time, okay? And that's happened because of the price, okay? Do you know how is the cost for one Monte Cristo in a government place?
No.
For the cheapest one, can you help me? The cheapest one.
12?
Not too expensive. The cheapest one, 8 cooks for one of the Monte Cristos. The expensive one, 20 cooks for one. So 8 cooks or more than 8 cooks depending on a different size, my friends. Okay? For the reason on the streets, there are people trying to sell the cheaper cigars all the time. And I'm teaching you right now. Okay? Now, in this country, only the government is allowed to put a label, a brand. What means government makes the cigar and government can't export it. I'm not allowed to do it. I can't export my cigar. I cannot make competition with government. For the reason my cigar in Cuba is considered as handicraft. You know what it means? Handmade, like my hat. You take it as a souvenir, not like one of a government. And because of this, you have a Cuban limitation, a fixed limitation respect cigars in this country. You only can bring with you up to 50 cigars per person to your countries. More than 50 you need to pay taxes. And the reason is this one, my cigar. This kind of cigar, organic cigar, we have to sell it cheaper than the one from the government. We cannot put label, we can export, so we need to sell it cheaper. In other countries, the organic things are expensive than the other ones. Here is the opposite because of this. And this is an organic cigar versus industrial cigar. If you don't have a Cuban limitation, you can bring the cigar on limit with you and after you can resell it. At this moment, you make competition with government. That's the reason. Now you understand why you have a limitation. Of course, except US. Okay? To US, you can bring Cuban cigars on limit with you. 2 good reasons. Government, Cuban government, doesn't sell cigars in US. Second, in US it's illegal to sell a Cuban cigar for the reason to the government, they doesn't care about fixed limitation to US. The rest of the world, yeah, but to US, no. Do you understand, my friends?
Yeah.
That's the reason. Now, we sell the cigar cheaper as I told before. The price for one of these Monte Cristos is not 8 cooks or more. It's 4 cooks. It's not a gift, but I mean, for me it's more economic. Like you can see, it's a lot of work and we only use 10% small production. Remember, we make containers. Do you remember the royal palm bark? What we used to make the natural humidor. Let me show you, my friends. Yeah. Okay. We made the containers with the royal palm bark. One reason, transportation process. For me it's easy to sell in cities, okay? Why I made a container? Why I made a container? Because they can break. And second, palm leaf absorbs humidity and keep it at the same time, okay? But this box is only made for transportation. It's not like a professional box, it's not closed, okay? This box keeps the humidity just for 2 months, not more. After 2 months, to preserve the cigars for 5 years, you need to keep them in a professional humidor. For the reason here also we have a special offer, no? Magic! We call it the fancy box. Natural humidor, made with the same material. What changed? It's closed on bottom and top. Now, Humidor from the government. It's not made with royal palm bark. It's made with cedar. Beautiful wood. Cedar only keeps humidity, doesn't absorb humidity. Palm leaf absorbs humidity and keep it all the time. For the reason we made little holes, because the bottom and top is closed. Once the box is full of humidity, by little holes air circulation, humidity goes out without problems. If you keep this box in in the shade, you can preserve the cigars for 5 years without problems, but not in a room with air conditioner, my friends. Not because of a cold. Air conditioner is a killer of humidity. You know it, no? So, it's humidity. Low level doesn't matter, but absorbs humidity. Okay? In a room with air conditioner, no. Just in a normal room, in the shade, not in the sunlight, and that's it. Natural humidor, better offer we have here because of this, because of a box to preserve the cigars for 5 years. So right here, only made for transportation, we have 10 cigars. 10 cigars, 4 cook per pieces, 40 cooks. Right here, we have 14 cigars inside. 14 cigars, 4 cook per piece, my friends, is 56 cooks. Okay? 14 cigars is 56 cooks. Another 4 cooks for the container, total 60 cooks. The better offer is expensive than the other one, only for 4 cooks, okay? Better offer because it's to preserve for 5 years. The other one only made for transportation, 2 months, okay? Of course, different offers for different choice, up to you. Now you have the offer, let me ask you something, my friends. Did you learn something new?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
That's important. Like you can see, I love what I do, eh? Now, who wants to try one of these wonderful cigars? Come on, don't be shy. I'm here to teach you. People want to try, just come closer to me to teach you how to do it, eh?